Hey, good people, it's your girl, leading Lady Dar here, founder of this wonderful organization, Walking Them Shoes. Happy Saturday, good people. Happy Saturday, y'all. I have found it and made my way to another bench. I'm out here in one of the most beautiful areas in New Jersey, in which I love. And it's crazy because when I lived over in Philadelphia, I would come over here, and in this area, I would always find it to be beautiful and an attractive place, but never was able to really appreciate it as much as I can now. But, honey, let me share with you. Are you ready for a Saturday bench therapy session with your girl, and Lady Dar? You get ready to be blessed. Stay tuned. We ready, we ready, we ready, we ready. Listen, y'all, my granddaughters are cheerleaders. They do drill dance. And y'all, when I say they get the crowd hyped, they get them hyped, they get them worked up. Listen, y'all, I'm your girl, Lady Dar here, founder of this wonderful organization, Walk in Them Shoes. I know I done said it, and I'm going to keep saying it. It is such a wonderful organization which is designed to help empower women, helping women blaze the trail to success. How do we do that? By your girl, leading Lady Dar, offering life coaching, offering her encouragement, helping women find their way, because sometimes throughout life we lose it, y'all, and it is okay. I can attest to that. I've lost it. I've been through the struggle. I've been through the financial struggle. I've been through single motherhood. I've been through the divorce. I've been through separation. I've lost loved ones. I've been through a lot of different challenges in my life. And honey, when I say on the floor defeat, yeah, I was there. I was there, but guess what? Where I'm at now, thank you, God. All glory and honor and praise goes to my Father, Jesus. Oh, listen, Jesus Christ, my Savior. Oh God, y'all, I can't express the excitement and the love and the joy that I have for being His daughter. I want to talk to y'all on today, and it's not really just to cap up, the hype up, like I just said. My granddaughters be like, we ready, you ready, you ready. Are y'all ready? All right, here we go. So before we get started, I'm going to ask you to be so kind, subscribe to the channel. We are growing this community, the Walking Them Shoes community, which is an empowerment firm who gives encouragement, who gives upliftment, who gives and share testimonies to let you know that I'm not just before this camera and talking just to be talking, or just trying to show up just to show up. I'm showing up because, one, God has blessed me with the ability to encourage. God has also given me an assignment to be able to encourage women and others, men as well. But I'm here because I enjoy doing just this. I don't always enjoy going through the trials and the tribulations that I have to face at times, but going through them, there are lessons, and I appreciate the lessons because I'm a learner. I love to learn. There's wisdom in that, y'all. I'm telling y'all. But I also embrace it, and not some I enjoy it, but I embrace it because I know that God is trying to change my life. He's trying to transform me to be the woman that He wants me to be, and that means taking me to a new level. So I can't stay the same. We can't stay the same. And while we can't stay the same, God has sometimes have to disrupt our lives. He have to, change the course somewhat, so to speak. And sometimes we put up so much resistance, yeah, because we're uncertain. And that brings me to this point here. As I'm out here and I'm studying, y'all see the shirt, Faith is Fearless, like me. Um, it brings me to this point in having a conversation. I just got off the phone with my oldest daughter, and her and I have this great motherly and daughter relationship. Sometimes she irks my soul. She knows that, though. She sometimes is that thorn in the side. But she's a loving daughter. She supports me wholeheartedly in all of the things that I do. She encourages as well, but she's a millennial. She's a millennial where they take things by force, like and that's okay. But and the reason why I'm sharing this is because Faith and Fearless, that's what they do. No, wait, let me see. They don't faith it fearless. Those of us who are like 40 and above, we face it fearless. The millennials, they face it. They face it fearless because they have this spirit on them that is like they're invincible, like nothing can happen to them, But I love my daughters dearly. I love my son. And I'm sharing this as a testimony, but also as a lesson to be learned And my daughters watch this channel. My son doesn't, but he'll get the message because I'm sure his girlfriend does. But is this message for all of us, not just for me? When I say faith is fearless, that means that you're uncertain, you're unsure, you don't know how, but there's something that you have to face, right? There's something that you must go through. So faith is fearless means to do it without fear, but also doing it and knowing that God is in control. Well, some people don't always believe that God is in control because there's so many things that are out of control in their lives, and they're wondering that if there is a God, then why am I going through all of this? I really can't say why you're going through what you're going through, but I do know that having a relationship with God help you to go through a little bit more easier. Faith in it fearlessly just means that you're trusting God through it. You don't see a way. You're not certain how you're going to make it, but yet your faith is in God. I'm sorry, I was sucking my tongue. I'm sorry. But your faith is in God and not so much in you being able to control the situation. So faith and fearless means that you're uncertain, you're not sure, but you know that God can and that He will, and your belief is in Him. Okay, so that's what faith it fearless means to me, which also means to me that you have power. And when I say that you have power, meaning that you have the power to resist the enemy. You have the power to surrender to God and give him that full control. You have that power. But do you want to use that power to keep things suppressed? Do you want to use that power to set yourself back, or do you want to use that power to partner with God and move yourself forward? So in my studies, I come out here, and Lord, listen, I just got finished working out, right? So I better put this jacket on. But I was working out and um, just trying to get back to myself after having that flu that had me down really, really bad. But just trying to get it together, y'all. I'm telling you, it can be hard. It can be hard. It can be a struggle, y'all. Because once your body go through this physical ailment, it can start to wreak havoc on your mind, and your mind start wandering and start having all kinds of crazy and negative thoughts. But again, I have that power, and I have the power because I'm faith in it fearless. So here we are. I'm having this conversation with my daughter, and one of my other daughters is, you know, uh, dealing with some issues, but yet at the same time, what she's saying out her mouth, it may be truly what she feels. But if you know this, then you may change the way you talk. And what I'm saying is, there is life, there is power in the tongue. There is life and death in the power of the tongue. I'm going to say it again. There is power. There is life and death in the power of the tongue. Dara, what are you saying? What I'm saying is this: you have to watch what you say. You can speak life and death into situations. We want to speak life into dead situations. Some situations may need to remain dead, but there are situations that we are faced and we're tested by God to see how we're going to respond to this test. But in responding to this test, what are we speaking out of our mouths? I wrote some things down for y'all so that I don't forget, because this is important to me, y'all. So as I was in my car and having this conversation with my daughter, and we're just talking, and you know, it took me back to knowing the Word of God. And again, I say is that good book, y'all. It gives wisdom. And no, let me not say it gives wisdom. It gives us knowledge. It gives us knowledge, and we're to seek God for that understanding and that wisdom. That wisdom will help us to be able to apply that knowledge in which we learned to our lives. So my conversation with my daughter, and it just took me back to Proverbs and understanding that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And as much as we want to cuss people out, as much as we want to, just handle things our way, sometimes we just cannot. And there's power in when you Surrender to God and allow God to handle things the way they should be handled, okay? I want to share with you how you can learn to face things and faith it fearless. How can you faith it fearless? By trusting in God. But here are a few things that I wrote down that I wanted to share with you. So pardon my disconnect as I'm looking down, and no, I do have my glasses. Yes, I do. I do have my glasses here, but guess what? I'm a faith it. I just want to share with you 3 tips in how you can faith it fearless. How you can release that fear. Whatever it is that you're facing, how can you release the fear, y'all? And I'm actually watching these birds jump in and out of the water. But here we go. The first thing you would need to do is to surrender to God. I'm sorry. I know I'm not sorry, but I know a lot of you keep saying, "Oh my God, God this, God that." Y'all, yeah, God this and God that. And without God, there won't be no this and there won't be no that. So, yes, in order to release yourself from the fear, you need to do this: surrender to God. And what does that mean? Surrendering to God means clearly just relinquishing control. It doesn't mean that you have to give up total, complete control, but stop trying to do it all. Stop trying to fix it all. I am one. I am like that, y'all. I have it on me bad because at times I want to fix everybody's situation. I do. And especially your children. You know, my children are grown and well into their 30s. And y'all, if I could, now I'm just learning this, that I can't run, not just learning it as in like recent, but over the past few years, I'm learning that I can't run and answer every call. I can't run and fix every problem. I'd wear myself out, and I found myself there at times, so I had to learn the hard way. But surrender meaning that, God, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I don't know what I'm doing over here. I don't know where to go, what to do. But I surrender to you and ask that you lead the way, order my footsteps. That's the first thing. So the second thing is to watch what you say. That should have been the first thing, right? Watch what you say. Y'all, let me put this jacket on and stop. I had to put the jacket on, y'all. Sorry about that. But the second thing here is watch what you say. Your words have power. Proverbs 18:21 tells us life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. You can speak blessings, you can speak curses, you can speak life, or you can speak death. Just be careful of what you say. That negative thinking will cause you to speak negative. It will cause you to move in different and negative ways. Listen, again, surrender to God, because He will help you to be able to formulate the words out of your mouth and not thinking off of emotion and speaking off of those emotions. So the first thing is surrender to God. The second is watch what you say, because your words have power. And thirdly, watch who you share your concerns with. Watch who you share your concerns with. Everyone, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and I mean this. I hope these words smack you dead in your face. For those people who you share your concerns with, if they haven't walked in your shoes, please don't allow them to tell you how to tie your laces. Please, because there are so many people that we share concerns with who don't share the same faith as we do. There are some people who we share our concerns with that just don't know how to handle situations of their own. So how can they teach you or tell you how to handle situations that's concerning you? And then the other thing is, everybody don't have your best interests at heart. So you have to keep that in mind. Be mindful of who you share your concerns with. So here are the 3 things Dar is teaching you and sharing with you how you can release that fear. Because your girl, Lady Dar, wants you to faith it fearless. Faith it fearless means I'm going to seek God for this. But as I'm seeking God for this, I'm doing it fearlessly. There is no fear here. God has not given us the spirit of fear. Listen, you want to surrender to God. Surrender to God. Watch what you say and watch who you share your concerns with. That's just it. That's the lesson that I have for you for today. That is the encouragement that I have for you on today. I don't know a lot of times how people can make it through without God in their life. I really don't know. And being in my 20s and being in my 30s, I knew God. I was introduced to God. I remember taking my three young children to this church in Philadelphia on Germantown Avenue. I think it was like Germantown and up to somewhere, I'm not sure, but I remember these people in church, and they're praising God and they're worshiping God and they're falling out, and and I kept saying it does not take all that. It doesn't. No, it doesn't take all that. But at that time, I did not have the understanding. I didn't have the understanding of who God really fully was. I did not have that relationship with God at that time like that. I knew of him. Yeah, I was in and out of church with my grandmother when she would take me. Um, but I didn't have that relationship with God. So in the years and growing and learning and sitting under the word and reading that word and trying to apply that word to my life, and getting a greater understanding of who God is, baby, it does take all that. It does take all that. So I want to encourage you today, for those of you who don't know God like that, the only way you're going to know him is to sit under that word. It is to read that word. There is a higher power. There are a lot of people out here talking about they don't want to claim God, but they'll say, "Oh, a higher power. Oh yeah, I believe in yeah, it's a higher power." Baby, the higher power is God. I ain't coming at the Allah or anything like that. I'm seeking God. I'm seeking God, and you have to build that relationship with God. Okay, so I want to encourage y'all on today. It is your girl, leading Lady Dar here. Park therapy, y'all, has done me some wonders. Okay, I've always loved nature. I don't like the bugs and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me, I don't like the bugs, but I definitely love the scenery. I may take y'all on a tour back around here, down here at. Should I tell y'all? There's another spot in Philadelphia that I go to, and I just love being by the water. It's just so peaceful. So again, I want to encourage y'all to find a place. Find a place outdoors. I know you have your place at home. You have your secret closet, you have your prayer closet. Yes, but when we come outdoors to be able to soak in the ambiance of the nature and God's creation, it's so beautiful out here. Before you go, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, to join the community, join the Walk in Them Shoes community. The Walk in Them Shoes community is all about love. It's all about faith. It's all about um, understanding life and where you are. Where do you want to be? How can you get there? It is your girl, leading Lady Dar here, founder of this wonderful organization, Walk in Them Shoes. Yeah, I need y'all to like and comment as well. Join the community and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day, y'all.
Let me know, but they show no fish.